It's 64 boy.
Scratch.
Dressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Dressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Dressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture. We gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come and address the culture, huh?
Brick by brick, you get your boy Big Wall, and this is Address the Culture, and we back with another exciting show. We got a special guest in the building. Now, the person we got today, she's a host, a comedian, label head, author, youth mentor, consultant, and an entrepreneur. When we talk about hustling, putting your imprint all over the culture, definitely represents our guest today. We got the one. We got the only. We got Rema the Great in the building. Welcome to Address the Culture.
Thank you, Big Wall, so much for having me. And there is a small delay, by the way. It just happened after we came back. So yeah.
Yo,
Thank you for having me on Address the Culture. I appreciate
no problem at all. No problem at all. Like, it's dope to have somebody like you come through the culture because your story can motivate the game. You know what I mean? Like, we know in this game it's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's no flowers. You take 10 steps forward, you get 20 pushed back. You know what I'm saying? So to hear your story and see somebody like you who strives and does things at such a high level across the board motivates the culture. So I thank you for coming through to Address the Culture.
Not a problem.
Yeah. So with all that being said, the first thing I want to know is, how did you get your name?
So I have gone by many names in the past, which we might go over a few of them. Starting with my birth name is Sharima. And then as a teenager, I became blue, the color blue. Everything I hit turned black and blue. Since I'm already black, I might as well be blue, was my tag. As I got a little older, I became Madam Trixie. Madam Trixie was an adult entertainer. And then I became Trixie Matias. And Trixie Matias was a radio show personality that was an alternate for the adult entertainer. And then I decided to be Radio Rema. So Radio Rema is the radio personality, right? And then I decided to be Rated Rema, which is the comedian. And if you put it all together, you get Rema the Great.
Oh,
and I decided to be great.
Yeah, that's a fact. I like that. All them names, I bet you, all them individual names got a story within themselves.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Absolutely. So, with all that being said, who is Rema the Great?
Well, you just said I'm all those things. Not just playing. I am an imprint. I am an impact. I am inspirational. I am inspired. I am inspiring. I am a bunch of those wonderful adjectives. That's who I am. If you want to be technical, I am I'm a woman that recognized I'm a woman, and I was a woman that decided I wanted to be a smart woman. And when I say that, I acknowledged a while ago what I was attracting, as in people, places, and things. Why am I still in this place? Why am I still attracting these type of people? And I decided to elevate it by educating myself. So I've been book smart, but not really book smart, right? But we all learn from the streets. So as I learned from the streets, and we'll get to my story in a second, I decided that I want to also have some sort of educational background. So I went back to school. I got my BA in psychology, and I'm currently working towards my master's. I start school again, hopefully by this fall, if not, then the following fall, to get my MSW.
Oh, shouts out to you, Beauty and Brains, huh? Talk your shit. You know what I mean? That's dope.
Because we in a day and age. like I said, we in a place where we want to start meeting the people that we want to be around. How can you be
Yeah,
around somebody if you can't have the same language they have? How can you be around somebody if you're not like them or on their level? And I take it that anybody and everybody that's in my circumference at any point in time, we are all great. So I treat them as
yeah,
such.
yeah. Talk your shit. When we talk about entertainment, you wear multiple hats in the game. You know what I'm saying? So from the outside looking in, I can't particularly tell which one you like the most because you do them all at such a high level. You know what I mean? But when we talk about entertainment, when did you first get your start and decide I want to use my God-given gifts to entertain people?
When I was a child.
Mm,
So about, I want to say about 3 years ago, right? And I wasn't a child 3 years ago, but 3 years ago, there was a throwback picture of me and my cousin. We was in church, and the picture had me and my cousin in front of the church with our microphone. We were singing. Now, when I seen the picture, I haven't seen this picture in 30 some odd years, right? I look at this
okay.
picture, well, maybe like 20 some odd years. I look at this picture and I instantly felt what it felt like to entertain at that age.
Mm,
I remember waking up in the mornings and was like, Grandma, I want to go to church. And the only reason I wanted to go to church, so I sing at the microphone. I loved holding the microphone from that young. Um,
yeah.
so being a natural entertainer, I guess it just came naturally, and I never really knew about it. And other people used to discover it before me and use it for their benefit. When I was an adult entertainer, I used to go out to a lot of events and parties, and they used to let me in for free because I would
Hmm.
naturally entertain and host without me knowing I was hosting. So they got a free host. So,
Yeah.
hey, we're gonna give you all the drinks of the night. We're gonna make sure you're good. You need to ride home. You need to ride here. Like, and I'm like, yeah, because I just want to go out and have fun. And I mean, I never did it by myself. I had friends and shit, but it was like it's part of my language. But it was like, you know, um, I didn't acknowledge who I was. They did.
Yeah.
So, hey, is she gonna be there? Yeah, she gonna be there. All right, I'm coming. They'd make money
Yeah.
off me just being there. And then,
Yeah.
if you don't know, then you don't know any better, and you just gonna have
Yeah.
fun. So,
Yeah.
being a natural entertainer was that. Then I went to radio, and radio was a lot of fun. And then I decided I want to be like, I wanted to say things that people be like, I like the shock factor kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
I got into that really heavy. And then
Yeah.
that itself became entertaining because now I'm thinking on my toes. I'm being really quick. I have all these
Yeah.
stories, and then I'll
Yeah.
tell stories for days. And then all of a sudden, stories. Um, One of my mentors in the comedy world, I was engineering for a lot. We're going to my story again. I used to engineer radio stations, and I teach podcasting. I do a lot of this stuff. So
Dope.
um, I was engineering the show, and he comes out and he's like, "Oh, Rema, you should do comedy." And I'm like, "Comedy? I'm not doing that shit. Like that, I can't do that, right?" And so I was given the opportunity to try it out, and I tried it out, and I actually liked it. So I kept doing it every so often, and I never took it really seriously because I felt like there was real comedians out here that's really doing this, and
Yeah.
I'm not a real comedian. I'm just playing with it, right? And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
last year came. This was in 2017. Last year, and I'm gonna bounce back and forth a little bit for y'all. And then
No, you
last year
good.
came, late last year, and I decided I'm gonna take this serious. So then COVID hit, and something changed about it. So when I first thought about comedy, I thought about I want to be a public speaker. I want to be a motivational speaker, and in order to do that, you need to be in front of a public audience. What better
Hmm.
way to get exercise besides being in front of an audience and telling jokes? You got to be funny. You got to have their attention. You got to be interacting. So I felt like it was always practice for something that's coming.
Yeah.
So when I decided fully, like, this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to be a comedian. All I need is a pen, paper, and a Metro card. Me living in the city. That's it. Pen, paper, Metro card. Comedian. Right there. Right? The simplest shit. So the simplest thing you can do. So that's not true.
Okay.
So after COVID shut down everything, I was in the house and I'm doing this. Now I always go live. I've been a live cam girl years. I always go live. I talk on live, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. So a lot of the promoters was doing live shows. Oh, you get 5, 10 minutes. And I'm like, 5 or 10 minutes. I have a large following. If I want to get on live, I get on Facebook and talk for 3 hours if I choose to, which I
Yeah.
did a lot of times too. So I'm funny for an hour. I can hold a whole conversation for 30 minutes or whatever the case may be. if I want to. But you're telling me that I got to get on your show, pay you a tip in, and go and perform in front of 20 people when I could go perform in front of 50 to 80 to 100 people at any given time I want to when I just click the button and I could be
Yeah.
funny or it just didn't make sense to me. So I fell back.
Yeah.
And then because there wasn't a lot of funny things happening at the time, things really started getting real. I started getting more involved in my community. So I was going outside and I was helping my community. I delivered food 3 times a week to the seniors and
Oh
the disabled
man.
of my community. And I started getting involved even more heavy in what was going on in my community. I found out there was no real voices out here, and we're lacking a lot, and we're missing a lot of the funds, and we're this and that and this. And I was like, oh hell no, we got to change that.
Yeah.
So I started getting on live, talking more realness, and then start promoting more real things. And then comedy kind of took the back seat, and I was okay with that because I knew where I started comedy, where I was going. And
Yeah.
so I'm okay with that. So I can do comedy, I can DJ,
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
write, I can do all
Yeah.
of these things. And you're right. When I decide to wear that hat, who knows and who cares? I can do it all.
Yeah.
I can do it and then because I set it up in a way where I can pick it up at any time. Like I just performed in
Mm.
Connecticut. I performed in a year and I went out to Connecticut and I performed. I did like 3 minutes and I got off the stage. It was really, really a different kind of crowd, if you know what I mean. And I did 3 minutes and I wanted to try a new joke. I didn't really get to try the new joke and it was all right, whatever. And I just kind of like whatever. And I said I'll just do a couple more open mics when I feel like it in New York. It's
That's
something when I
dope.
feel like it.
Yeah. But see, like you said, you do it on such a high level and you leave it in a place where you can always pick it up. Like shouts out to you for not putting yourself in a box because this entertainment field, it's a lot of lanes in entertainment. People get caught up and put themselves in a certain box and say, this is what I do, this is what's gonna get me there. And not you. You like, look, I'm gonna put this head on when I need to. I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna put this head on when I need to. I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna put this one on. And you wear them all right. And that's just dope, man. Shouts out to you, man. That's super dope. That's super dope.
Thank you very
Uh,
much.
absolutely. Who inspires you in the game to motivate you? Because at times, like you said, it's been times in the last couple of years where life ain't been too funny. You know what I mean? And we all need that inspiration. So, who inspires you to keep that flame going and want to continue to entertain and help your community, so on and so forth?
I'm gonna be very arrogant
Okay.
and very
Talk your
spiritual
shit.
and very different and very
Yeah.
universal with this
Yeah.
answer. The yesterday me inspires me. She
Mm.
so in 2014, the same year I started college, I started writing to my future self, and I will write things to my future self in different seasons. And
Mm.
this is really a deep jewel that anybody can use. And I will write how I'm feeling, and then I will give advice upon how I was feeling. So if I felt like friends ain't shit, I would write, friends come once in a many. Pay attention to them now. Pay attention to what's
Mm.
around you. I used to give myself like jewels, right? And
Yeah.
then there was occasions where I would write stuff like, and this is on Facebook, and I would write stuff like, I can't wait to meet you. I'm doing this for us. I'm going to school to meet you.
Wow.
You're awesome. And if you're reading this, keep going. So there's been times over the past 5 years, due to a lot of the situations I have, that I'll get a Facebook memory and it'd be Sharima talking to Sharima. And then I
Mm.
started writing to the doctor. So there's a doctor coming. And the doctor, and I know a lot of people listen to this like, oh, she bugged out. But there's a doctor coming, and Dr. Harvell. She's a book writer. I'm not. I start playing with books. I wrote one, few books, but she writes books, books. So I talk to her and I take over what Sharima wrote 5 years, 3 years, 2 years last year. And I write, this is a book, Rima. Do a book with this. And then I talk to the doctor, me. I took the last 2 years to pay attention to my seasons, to play with this year and be joyous. So in 2019, 2020, especially 2020, I paid attention to everything that I was saying in 2019 and the moment that I was saying it then and how I was feeling now and how it all connected. So once I started playing with that idea of how all this stuff connects, then I was
Yeah.
able to feel my genuine self and then move forward. I could keep moving forward because I know there's something greater coming. I think
Yeah.
about the greatness that's walking through the door every day. Um,
Mm.
every day I'm getting a day closer to the person I can't wait to meet. And when I meet her, I know what she looks like and I know what she feel like. So I'm excited about that. So she's my motivation.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow.
sitting in front of people and having different conversations is my motivation. Watching somebody say, yo, you changed my life is my motivation. Knowing that I can change the world with a couple of words is my motivation.
Mm.
Feeling different and being in a different space mentally is my motivation. Always absorbing change and evolution is my motivation. If it could be one person, it would never be one person. I'm inspired by each person I meet. I'm inspired to be great for them, to them, and with them. I want to see the greatness out of everybody. So there's a lot of things that I'll say to them that will either do this and poke at them until they freaking crack. You're going to crack.
Yeah.
You're going to
Yeah.
crack. And then when you crack,
Yeah.
we get to build you together and
Yeah.
let's go
Put you
get it.
back together.
And it's like,
Yeah.
what? Let's
Yeah.
go get it. Let's go
Yeah.
get it. If you're going to help
Yeah.
me, I'll help you what you need. I make
Yeah.
myself readily available at any and every given time for a phone call. Sometimes I go live and I'll tell anybody, hey, listen, if you're feeling some kind of way, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling down, you're going through something, you need somebody to talk to, hit me up. Now, am I always open and willing to listen? No.
Yeah.
But it's not that. It's the factor of they have access to someone. Sometimes we just need access. A lot of
That's a
times people tell
fact.
you, like, you can call me if you need anything. You can call me if you need anything, if you want to talk about stuff, whatever. I don't want to talk about nobody about nothing. Not one particular person do I ever want to talk to. And it's very weird. But I
Mm.
don't feel the need to talk to you unless I want to assist you. And if I can't
Yeah.
assist you, I'm giving you my problems, and giving you my problems without talking to you about the solution makes no sense to me. So I like to talk about the
Mm.
solution. So if we're going to talk about any issues I have, we're going to talk about my solutions too. And then you can work out the solutions with me. Well, what do you think about that? You know what? Nah, I think about this. I keep a very minimal people around me because I don't want to be influenced with my decisions. I don't want my decisions influenced by what you think I should do. So I do what I want to do. And then I help and assist you with doing what you would do.
Mm. Talk your shit. I see you over there, man. I love the way you think. You know what I'm saying? Your process is it's insightful. You know what I mean? Because um a lot of people don't hold themselves in such high regard to even love themselves, to leave themselves notes and messages, and not only that, willing to look into themselves and help, and then help others. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Reach one,
Right.
teach one. Like that's dope. Cause in today's time, it's all about self. You know what I mean? If you're not a part of what I got going on, you're not a part of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So for you to
Right.
be have that mind state, it's amazing. You know what I mean? Shouts out to you. I like that. Again, you wear so many different hats. You know what I mean? And when it comes to the comedy, the acting, even an adult entertainer, you know what I'm saying? You bring a certain level of class, you bring a certain level of prestige to it. You know what I mean? So when you're attacking all of these different genres, what's your process like?
So let me be clear. I have not been an adult entertainer since 2015.
Okay.
My son passed away in
Mm,
2015, and I decided that wasn't something I wanted him to look down at from heaven and see his mama do anymore. So I
mm,
stopped doing that. Um,
mm. Rest in
if I
peace.
did anything, it's in private. Thank you. It's in
Mm,
private with my lover or lovers or whoever I choose.
yeah.
So this way I can only share that experience with them.
Mm,
However, everything else and having the mindset of doing it is when I want to.
yeah.
So if I want to do comedy today, I'm gonna go do it. If I felt
Yeah.
like I wrote something or found something funny, I'm gonna go talk about it. If I feel funny in the moment, I just get on live.
Yeah.
Whatever. If I want to do radio, I'll find and create a podcast and do it. I just recently stopped the season of the indie rollout exclusives where I was interviewing artists myself, which you probably saw some of that as well. And
Mm-hmm.
radio is easy. I teach radio, so I like the behind the scenes a lot. I give myself more opportunity because of how versatile I am, but I'm flexible on when I want to use it. So let's say me and you start talking and you're like, Rema, I want some expertise about this. I'll talk to you one-on-one because you know my expertise on it. A lot of people, I don't put it out there. It's not a resume on my line, a list of things. So a lot of people don't know what I do. And if I felt like telling it this week, I'll put it in my bio. So my bio this week might say radio station advisor. This week it might say podcast seminar host, right? And then next week it might say just I'm great and I'm a supermodel. Like I don't care.
Yeah,
Like whatever I'm feeling,
yeah,
I move with the wave of it, right? But the
yeah.
process of thinking of what can I do. I currently have a career. Thank you, Jesus. I am
God is
currently
good.
a group facilitator for a program called Alternative to Incarceration under an organization called Exodus. It's a transitional community, and we assist people that are coming home from jail to reentry program into the world.
Oh, that's
And my
dope.
particular program, thank you, my particular program that I am facilitating. Uh, if you get in trouble and you have an open case, you come hang out with me for 9 hours, like for like 8 hours a week, 8 hours a day. So from 9 to 5, you're in my possession and we talking our snit. And I teach from experience. I allow them to grow and I share so much love and inspiration to them because I think that a lot of people dehumanize people of certain backgrounds. And
Hmm.
why should you? I'm not a person. I really don't talk about Jesus too much. I do a lot of God talk, and I feel like if I woke you up this morning, there's a reason for me to love you because He loved you. You know what I mean? God
Mm.
felt that you wasn't done. So why would I sit here and judge you? And matter of fact, we judge a lot, right? But honestly
Yeah.
speaking, if I give you a lot of the love, how great can you be? And if I believe that I'm great, I'm nowhere near ever going to be around people that are not great or don't have or
Yeah.
possess greatness. So if we're together, I don't care what your past was and what you did. Right now in this room, you're great. I tell each one of them, thank you for coming. I tell each one of them, thank you for just, showing up and doing and participating. I talk to them very nice. I politely ask them put their phones away and take hats off. Right. I politely, I get, if they're in need of something, we take care of it. I get them some lunch if they need lunch. If they need an ear, take my lunch break, I talk to them. I also am building out a women's group for my
Mm.
organization as well. So I have like a bunch of different like give back stuff, and I'll tell you about the give back. As much as you want in this world, you should give 10 times as much.
That's a fact.
So if you want some really dope shit to happen in your life, how much have you been given? How much
Yeah.
you thinking about the next man? Because I tell you, I started thinking about other people. Oh my God.
The
And then it was
floodgates
checks that
open.
was coming, the checks that was
Yeah.
coming in, the
Yeah.
random. Oh, we forgot to give y'all this extra cup. Like literally, I had my job has sent a $600 check and said we were supposed to pay you an extra $5 every check, every hour, and we didn't give it to you before. So yeah, the contract. And I was like, okay. And
Run that.
I'm not thinking about money. I'm thinking about how do I improve quality of life. I'm giving
Mm.
y'all all the secrets here. So you're getting like the real deal. And
Yeah.
if you're really thinking about money, you're not thinking about the service. Think about the
Mm.
service. Don't think about the money. Oh, I don't have enough money to do it. If you think about the service and you create it, somebody's going to fund it. Trust
Yeah.
me, somebody's going to listen because
Yeah.
especially if you're passionate about it. So currently, I'm creating several different programs or whatever, but one of the main programs I'm creating is a parenting program for mothers. I really want mothers, but like for parents that have teenage children. They only have parenting
Mm.
classes for young kids, like 5 newborns and stuff like that, because they
Yeah.
want to teach you how to deal with the struggles of running after a child, right? But
Yeah.
nobody tells you about the struggles of raising a teenage kid. Nobody wants to talk about the fact that this child is as big as you with their hands as big as yours, and they want to sit here and they want to do what they want to do, and you can't hit them.
That's a fact.
So what do you do? A lot of our substance abuse problems come from the fact that we don't have the support and the help we need. A lot of these homes are broken, and a lot of parents
Hmm.
are not available. And I don't want to say that they're not in or checked in with their kid, just not available. We hustle a lot. We go nine to
Yeah.
five. We tired.
Yeah.
We still trying
Yeah.
to figure out why we woke up at 35 and 39 and 52 when we was just 16.
That's a fact.
A lot of the times, you understand? A lot of
Yeah.
the times we sitting here and we attempting to be something that we ain't had or haven't been in a long time. Like, some people they drink, some people they smoke this way, some people smoke a lot of cigarettes, some people just do different things trying to cope with regular life because we all
Yeah,
have trauma, right? So
yeah.
now you have this child growing up, this child's a teenager, they doing their wild shit. Parent teachers meetings and they calling, the school calling, and ACS is calling because your child ain't go to
Mm-hmm.
school, your child cutting
Mm-hmm.
school, your child don't have nobody to talk to, you trying to figure out who your child talking to, where the child is at. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, child ain't come home, so you sitting here rocking back and forth like, did somebody kill
Mm-hmm.
my kid?
Yeah,
What do
yeah.
you do?
Talk
Who
about
do
it.
you talk to? Who
Yeah,
do you got? And you might
yeah.
not have nobody. You might not even want to tell anybody this shit because you're embarrassed.
That's a
What
fact.
kind of parent are you? So for
Yeah.
me, I have a 21-year-old, right? My daughter's 21. My younger daughter's 14. My son is 11, and my son in heaven is 13 years eternally. But externally, in this earth, he would have been 19. Yesterday, I
Okay.
had a visit by his dad, and we was just talking. And I looked at him and I said, "Is it wrong for me to feel like?" And I just started crying. And he said, "Nah, it's not." And we shared a thought of, I'm thankful to God he's not here with all the shit that's going on out here right now. You understand?
Mm.
It's a lot of, my son could have came in, or that could have been my son that got shot. You know what I mean? So, and my son was everywhere. He was a traveler. Even at 13, he was traveling. So
Yeah.
imagine
Yeah.
having these thoughts roam through your head. Who is there to help you go through these thoughts and think positive, or teach you another way to be great, and how drinking and drugging isn't the key, and how you can have a support system with a sisterhood or a brotherhood in your neighborhood, in your community, of people that's going through the same thing, and they found the way out, or this one found the way to do it, and we could bring those solutions together and have a better village.
Yeah. Talk
Because we
about
need
it.
to be in our village,
Yeah.
but we not,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
because nobody's creating this stuff. So I decided to be the somebody that created it. I remember last year, early
Yeah.
last year, right when COVID hit, I was like, "Where's our leaders at? God, where's the leaders? God, where's the leaders? We don't got no leaders out here, man." And then I waited a week, and I was like, "I'm not gonna
Zero.
do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Not me. Mm-mm. I can't. You know who I was? I was on this. I was on that. I was back here doing this back then. They're gonna look at it. They're gonna pull up my dirt. They're gonna pull out all of this stuff for me. They're not gonna allow me to be great. I can't. I'm not gonna. But I have all these ideas. And one day, it dawned on me. Yes, you was a prostitute. So yes, you lost your son. So yes, you may not have a job right now. So yes, you have trauma. So, yes, you are a single mother. And I don't even call myself a single mother, but so all those things you just mentioned makes you who you are
That's
and
a
why you
fact.
should.
Yeah. Talk your shit.
You should, because there's a girl out there contemplating on prostituting herself that you could
Yeah.
talk her out of it and show her why not.
Yeah.
There's somebody
Yeah.
that's prostituting herself that you could talk them into educating themselves and point them in the right direction. There's a
Yeah.
child out there that's in need of their parent right now that may not be able to have their parent, and you can sit there and talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? After my son passed, I went to about 4 funerals, and I've spoken at two personally.
Mm.
Um, and it was 4 people that lost their child, and I was like, "This is crazy." And I seen the purpose in it. I seen the purpose in who I am. My
Mm.
life was set up to be an example as a purpose for me to assist and help others. As long as I keep my mind focused on that, there's nothing else there. There's nothing else. What do I want? I want nothing. Listen, I got everything I want.
Yeah.
I laid in my
Yeah.
bed recently, and I used to always cry and complain about not having comfort and not being full and not having a man and all kind of stuff because I'm still single, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, I need somebody to hold me. I need somebody to help me, because I'm going through this grief and I'm doing all this by myself. And then one day, the other day, I laid down and I laid in my beautiful room in my beautiful bed that I bought my beautiful self. And I
Yeah.
was like, yo, I'm happy.
Yeah. I'm
You
okay.
happy? I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm happy, yo. I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit, this feels good.
yeah,
And I just enjoyed the moment and went to sleep. I've been putting myself to bed. I don't pass out no more. I get up early in the morning. You know, I tell people my curfew 10:30. If we
yeah.
talking anytime, I can talk to you until 10 o'clock. And they be like, what? I be like 10:30, it's over. Somebody said that 40 is getting different, isn't it? I said it ain't even about that. It ain't even about that. It's about
Yeah,
being responsible. What do I want? Now, here's a
yeah.
trick. I'll give y'all some jewels to drop tonight, right? Here's another jewel. If you go to sleep early, you wake up early. Between the hours of 4 and 7 o'clock, nobody texts you. You want to start your own business? You need time for yourself. You need to meditate. You want to start working out. You want to prep cook. You want to get dinner ready. You want to plan for your day. Whatever it is that you really want to do that you have not been able to do, 4 a.m. to 7 a.m., the best time in the world. And then watch the sunrise. When you watch the sunrise, there's something about that. It does something to your aura. Make up your
Oh
bed,
man.
brush your teeth. Just sit there. Sit if you want to sit in your bed for a few minutes. If you and I love it because I get to choose. I get to choose if I want to go back to sleep for another hour or two.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm
Mm-hmm.
still tired and I already slept 6, 7 hours and I still want to get an extra hour in, I can.
You
I
can.
get to
Yeah.
choose when I wake up. I get to choose
Yeah.
how my day gonna be. I get to talk to myself positive and all that and be like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna have a great day today. It's gonna be
Yeah.
good. Throw some music I want to hear on, fix my face. I'm gonna wear
Yeah.
this outfit. Now I'm gonna wear this outfit. I'm gonna switch these shoes. I'm gonna switch that shoes. Talk to myself. What I'm doing for dinner, I don't know. What I'm doing for
Yeah.
lunch, I don't know. We'll get to it
Yeah.
when we get
We
to
gonna
it.
figure it out though. Yeah. Yeah. That's dope, man.
Yep.
Shouts out to you. It was so many jewels in that. Like I don't even know where to start. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely understand what you're saying. Just the even the fact of waking up seeing the sunrise. It resonates with me in such a major way because I've always liked that time of the day when the sun coming up. It gives you like an energy, like it's something special about that time of the day. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
a lot of people don't tap into that. You know what I'm saying? That's super dope, man. Shouts out to you. And allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough to not allow your past to dictate your future. You know what I mean?
It
That's
almost
dope.
did.
Yeah,
It did for a long time. For a long time
yeah,
it did until I
yeah,
accepted it. And
yeah,
then I accepted that I didn't choose that.
yeah.
I accepted that that was chosen for me before I was
That's a
even
fact.
born.
Yeah,
I accept that that was supposed to happen in my life.
yeah.
Now, because I'm aware and I hate that word woke, but I want to
Hmm.
use it in this sense right now because I'm aware of understanding self and my alignment and my
Yeah,
divinity that I get to choose now. I get to say intentionally, this is what I'm doing
yeah,
because I know what it's doing. I
yeah.
get to live in my purpose on purpose, not by accident. A lot
Ooh.
of people live in their purpose by accident and they don't even realize it. So I get to do mine on purpose, which is like really dope.
Yeah, yeah. Talk your shit. You know what I'm talking about? I like that. Man, you just coming through dropping jewels all over the culture. You know what I'm talking about? Now, what I want to do, I want you to put your label hat on for a second, okay? You know what I'm talking about? When we get into the music a little bit, I want to get into your psyche. You know what I'm saying? A little bit around this part of the interview. Um, if you could have any artist, dead or alive, you know what I'm saying, to bring a part of your label, you know what I'm saying, bring them under the Rema the Great experience, dead or alive, any artist, which artist would that be?
Why am I bringing them in? What I need them to do?
Whatever you want them to do. When we talk about like whatever the experience is, when we talk about Rema the Great, you know what I'm saying? Like when you want if you do the comedy, you do the music, you know what I'm saying? You do it all. So if you have one artist that you can bring up under your umbrella,
So it would be, I believe I'm saying this right, Donald Glover, Childish Gambino.
mm,
He's a freaking genius to me. I
that's a
love I
fact.
love where he I love how he comes in where he is, and he doesn't
Yeah.
drop to anybody level, and he doesn't explain himself. He just be
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
So it's Donald Glover, which is Childish Gambino. Um, I will bring him in. If I had somebody that I liked Amy Winehouse. I liked her smoothness.
She was
I
so
liked how she was
talented.
real. I love how she was
Yeah.
real. Like, they try to
Yeah.
make me go to rehab. It's like, oh shit.
She
Yes, they
probably was
did,
drunk when
boo.
she
Yes, they
recorded
did.
that shit. She probably was drunk when she
You gotta
recorded
love
that
it.
shit.
You gotta love it.
That's a
Um,
fact.
if let me see. I would bring in R. Kelly. I said it. Don't care. Don't
Mm.
care how people feel.
Oh.
His
Oh shit
music,
now.
because uh, again, people got to understand you got to separate the music from the person sometime, because not anybody
Okay.
is perfect, and everybody has had some shit that they did. I don't care
Yeah.
who you are. You listening and judging people, but you over there doing what you do. We could check your little STD clinic credit whatever line real quick. We can go into your ACS case and check and see how you take care of your kids. Let's not even talk about that. Let's go talk to your mama and how she raised you.
Yeah.
There's been some stuff that we ain't gonna hit. So don't
Yeah.
be judging all the time now. What he did was messed up, but his music is like timeless. Like,
Amazing.
first of
Oh yeah,
all,
that's a fact.
trapped in the
I'm from
closet.
Chicago. I'm from Chicago.
I need
I
that
was
whole
raised on R. Kelly.
I
You know
need
what I
that
mean?
I need that whole thing. I need that whole thing. Trapped in the closet. I need that. We don't get that no more. Who thought of that?
Yeah.
Who thought of that?
Yeah.
Isley Brothers talking. Like, who thought of that? Like, so
Yeah.
I love his mind. If that's not just him and his producers, that they did it through him, was perfect. So um and let me see if I could keep going.
Oh
Um
yeah. 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 Yeah.
I would say Mariah Carey, because another
Mm.
timeless one. Somebody now nobody's talking about as much, but do not sleep on her. Don't sleep on Mariah.
Mariah
She's been
legend.
around for like 60 years now, or she's like 70.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but she she looked like she my age. She's like 72 years old, you know what I mean? I don't see her cracking nothing.
At
If I had to
all.
do another one, it'd be Lauren Hill.
Mm.
Lauren Hill. I am aging myself, and I don't care. Her whole everything about her. But the old Lauren Hill. Can I do that?
Okay.
The
Yeah.
Miseducation Lauren Hill one.
Miseducation. Yeah.
Everything about her
Yeah.
is just like, boop. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be very cliche
Hmm.
with this next one and say Beyonce. I never really was a Beehive fan, girl, whatever that case may be,
Okay.
but
Okay.
but I have to admit that everything she's done, I followed, and it's weird.
Yeah.
Like when we was
Yeah.
Destiny Child, Bill Bills. I remember saying that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
she got into Who Run the World, Girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's
Yeah.
something about that Lemonade that hit different. Her singing, depending on when she sings, it speaks to me, and I can feel goosebumps. And I can fight
Mm.
as much as I want, but it's the first time I'm admitting Beyonce.
Mm.
Um, when it comes down to let me see, instantly when you said that, and I know this is going to sound really cornballish, and I don't mind saying it because I'm setting y'all up. Joe Budden.
Oh shit.
Joe Budden.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why, because Joe Budden is real. Like, there's no faking him anywhere in any time.
Yeah.
And for a while I thought he had Asperger's or something because of the way he speak.
Yeah.
But when he talk, it's very impactful. A lot of times, like when he's
Yeah.
speaking, and you can see that he's something's not registering right. And I get those moments where
Yeah.
things are not registering
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
and you'd be
Yeah.
like, I so understood what he meant.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
That's a
see that.
fact.
So
Yeah.
his processing is different, but it's mine. And I
Yeah.
probably will
Yeah.
wrap it up and say Kanye, and I'm gonna tell
Mm.
you why. So
Okay.
Kanye West. What I love about Kanye West, and what I hate that people judge towards him, is Kanye West is very godlike in the mindset of loving others.
Yeah.
He just don't know how to say it right. And people look at Kanye and instantly judge Kanye because of all his outbursts and his craziness and the way he thinks. But nobody's paying attention to how he's loving.
Mm.
When he sat there and was like, gotta love your enemies and love this one. Oh, we can't love this one. We can't love
Yeah.
such and such. And it's like, why not? And I loved how he put it. And a lot of people didn't take it that way. And the way they took it, for me, was out of context. And I feel like you have to look at, I guess I can relate because I understand grief and what it does to you. So I'll switch the conversation for a second. Sidebar,
Yeah.
right? Here's
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
jewel to drop.
Yeah.
When you, I want y'all to look at like Kevin Hart, look at Jennifer Hudson, look at Kanye West.
Mm-hmm.
Surely after they lost somebody and some people really close to them, for whatever reason they went up, right?
Yeah.
And when I lost my son, and although I've struggled for the last 5 years, me going up in this ladder right now, and I'm gonna tell you right now in this season, over the last 5 months, my income went from 13 to 22 to 40, and now it's going up to about 50, 60 within the next
Mm.
month or so.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
with that being
Yeah.
said, and thousands, we talking annual,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You get this mindset. It's like this thing that clicks in you that says, why not?
Mm.
They can't, so I can. Why
Yeah.
not? You
Yeah.
get this daredevil, risque kind of feeling like I want to see this happen. You understand death a little different. Like people really need to pay attention. We're dying. We're gonna die. You're gonna die. I'm gonna die. We're all gonna
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
But when you realize that you're gonna die, you think about what you're leaving behind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think about my children. I think about my children. I think about the fact that there's so many people that do not know if their great grandparents was in love when they gave birth to their great grandparents, and
Yeah.
so on and so forth. Like get really, really deep with the thought and the idea and the conversation with
Yeah.
yourself. And
Yeah.
then think about now you right here, right now. What are you able to do? How are you able to change it? How are you able to leave something behind? What are you left behind? What you got? You
Yeah.
got your podcast. You got this right here. God
Yeah.
forbid, whatever happens, we have this. We have this. It's in stone. Your
Yeah.
great grands will be able to click on it and see it. However, they watch it in the
Yeah.
million years to come.
Yeah.
But how much have you impacted the world? This is to everybody that's watching. How much have you done to impact the world that you will leave a stain? That you will leave some kind of something, and you can't. It's not that you can't, because you will. But would you rather be an obituary in the paper this big, or would you rather be a DMX? May he rest in soul, right? May he rest in peace. Like, think about it. So when I think about that button, that switch that turned on, I understood it, and I understood suicide too. Oh, we could talk about
Yeah.
that because black people don't talk
Yeah.
about killing themselves.
Nah. Nah.
Not
And
that they
you know,
don't, they just don't
in
talk
our
about it
culture, that's
because
weak. You know what I mean? Yeah.
when you have somebody, and this is for anybody that's paying attention, when you got somebody talking about they want to kill themselves, do not tell them to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing you don't do.
Mm-hmm.
Let them talk.
Yeah.
Let them talk it out. I want to kill myself. I feel like this. I feel why? Why? Why?
Yeah.
Play the why game. Don't even listen to nothing else. Play the why game until they can't figure out no more whys. And
Yeah.
then play the it's gonna get better.
Yeah.
Remember when it got better before? Listen, this happened to me, it'll get better. I tell you what suicide looked like to me. And I did this and I talk to people about this sometimes. And suicide to me is there's a wall, there's a room, right? And in this room, you have one door, right? But this door, because I guess it's this way, is against this wall, right? And
Mm-hmm.
this door is right in front of you. So you
Uh-huh.
see this wall. And the one that's in front of you is swung open. It's dark, gloomy, it's rainy, nasty. You see hurt, pain, all that. That's the suicide door. It swung wide open. And it
Yeah.
swung open after my son passed. And honestly speaking, it probably was cracked open because I think we all got that door cracked, right? But the other door, it was shiny. Cracked this much. Shiny. Light coming out. I ain't never seen nothing like that. My mind, this is all, just give you a visual of how I feel about life.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah.
So I looked at that door
Mm-hmm.
and I kicked that door open. And I'm gonna tell you something. I learned some things when I kicked that door open. I learned that I could become curious about things that I have never saw but we'll see one day.
Yeah.
So, what is one of the things I got curious about? My grandbabies. So, in the next 20 years, I might have some grandbabies, right? So, I got
Yeah.
curious to know what they would look like, who would they look like, what they look like me, or what they look like their
Yeah.
grandfather, what they look like
Yeah.
my child, and would my child have
Yeah.
a wedding? Do I get to go with my children?
Yeah.
Bridal shopping and stuff, and I get to be a bridesmaid and the mother of the honor and all that.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah.
Then I'm a size 22. I'm 290 pounds. I decided to get curious to know what it looked like being size 12.
Mm.
One day I'm gonna be a size 12. Then I got curious again and said, what about $2 million? I would like $2 million in my bank, right? And I don't owe nobody no money, and all taxes are paid, everything, right? What would that
Yeah.
look like?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
urge anybody that
Yeah.
have a thought of suicide, that's fine, because we all have it. Don't let nobody tell you that it's only you. But find somewhere you can talk it out. And then I want you to create ideas and narratives, new things that make you curious. If you don't have money, think about having money. If you have money, think about spending money. If you spent money, think about where you spend money next.
Yeah.
If you don't have a family, think about starting one. Think about things that you don't have, that doesn't exist, that can exist. Use your imagination, create, and then you notice that that door, the other one, start to swing open. That door is always going to be open, but swing the other
Yeah.
one open too. So I know I took y'all on a little ride just now, but
Man, that's dope
it's
though.
different.
Yeah, man, it's so much to unpack with that, man. It was dope when you spoke about the celebrities that you will work with because all of the celebrities that you will work with have all had their own trials and tribulations, and the fact that you see them for who they are and you are willing to accept them further lets me know what type of person you are. You know what I'm saying? It's a no judgment zone. You know what I'm saying? You're more about who the person is on the inside, despite who the world see them as. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't do that. You know
Because
what I'm
if
saying?
you, I'm gonna say this, and I heard this, and this might get you because this is a jewel.
Yeah,
People is the commodity. People,
yeah,
people is the engine. People, people is what people pay for. People.
yeah,
So if you discover more time, put more time into people, right? Then you'll be able to create as much as you need. If I can
mm-hmm.
help you with your problems and your issues and like that, then your mind will clear enough for you to be able to create more and produce more in this world. That's all
Yeah,
you're here to do. You're
yeah,
here to produce. Here to
yeah,
have children, produce a
yeah,
kid. You're here.
yeah,
You're here to
yeah,
have your apartment, produce an apartment, and paint it and
yeah,
fix it up. You're here
yeah,
to have plants and build shit and
yeah,
farms and stuff. Produce farms.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
what are you here to produce? So
yeah,
produce. So if you could get out of your own way, because that was installed in us, and you would think that was installed by the white man. It wasn't. It was installed in us, and I
mm-hmm.
say us right now. It's
Yeah,
installed in
yeah,
us to
yeah,
not produce properly. So much so
mm,
that find a kid right now that's 20 something. Matter of fact, you'll find more people that's between the ages of, I want to say, like 25 and 42, no children. They choose not to produce.
yeah,
And all
yeah,
you're here to do is produce
yeah.
because
That's
people
a
is the
fact.
commodity.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta
Focus
produce,
on the
like you
people.
said. Yeah,
Focus on the people and the money will come because people create money. They don't make money. They
yeah,
create it.
yeah,
You don't believe me? Look at the businesses that we have around us.
yeah,
Creating money. I'm creating an opportunity. Your show right now is creating an opportunity for myself to be on it. If I had to pay, if I did pay, who would know, right? But if I did have to pay, you created money by me paying you
yeah,
because you created a platform for me to pay to be on.
yeah. That's a
How do you
fact.
create in constant? So I'm always creating. So, and it ain't even for money half the time. It's just because I like doing the shit. So I create, I
That's
create.
dope.
So like I said, One of the programs is a women's group that help women that or parents more or less. I keep saying women because I'm hoping for
Hmm.
more women, but it's a parents
Yeah.
group for people that have teenagers. And the second program that I'm putting together, I'm doing a $20,000 initiative to help youth that is graduating high school and youth that are parents get their driver's
That is
license.
dope.
So from the rooter to the tutor. So if you don't have a
Yeah.
permit, we're gonna get you your permit. We're gonna get you
Yeah.
your license, and you're gonna learn how to drive. Because too far and few between. The only reason why you're stuck where you are is because you don't have a car. Last year, I did an initiative and I raised about $2,000 because I wanted my own car. I didn't get it
Yeah.
because I don't have like a lot of knowledge and I don't have people around me that have cars. And a lot of
Hmm.
people wasn't giving me the knowledge I needed to know what to do with $2,000. So I just spent it
Yeah.
and I celebrated my birthday. This year, I said, I want a car, right? I said it
Yeah.
again. And then I
Yeah.
said, no, how many people can't say that? I was a late person getting my drivers. I thought about the experience. It sucked. I spent $1,000 learning how to drive when I had people around me and that wouldn't teach me. And I said, what would I want to offer the world? I
Hmm.
want to help 23 to 25 children, youth, excuse me, I keep saying children, but youth, people younger than me, between the ages of 18 and 25, maybe up to 28, to get their first driver's license, go through the process, 5 hour class, all that stuff. How would that look for me? That would help
Mm.
me get my car because I'm putting something in the universe for somebody else. So my car is
Yeah.
coming. Get confident in that. But what am I doing for you? I'm giving you the dream of saying, I can now get my car. I can now rent a
Yeah.
car. I can now take my children out. I can now, after I graduate high school, because I think anybody that's in high school right now that's graduating, you need to be celebrated. It seems like we celebrate a lot of people that drop out of high school. Here's a GED. Here's a security program. Here's a this program. Here's a that. We're gonna help you. We're gonna help you. We're gonna help you. And I work for a program to help youth that drop out and stuff like that as well. But who's really talking to the ones that's winning?
That's
When I
winning.
graduated with my BA, there wasn't nobody out here helping me to get a
Yeah.
job,
Yeah.
something that, a career. Nobody, because they're too busy worried about people that's my age that don't have, their high school, that don't have any job training. Like they worried about them. Why we don't worry
Yeah.
about all aspects of our community? Why we only worried about one part? There's not
Talk
one
your
part, many.
shit.
There's children
Yeah.
right now that is graduating in the middle of COVID. They bust their ass.
That's a
A
fact.
year late, 2 years late, they did their thing.
Yeah.
Why not
Yeah.
walk away with a car, a driver's license? Now you can get
Yeah.
a real job,
Yeah.
22 an hour, 40 an hour, 50 an hour, drive the bus,
Yeah.
drive Uber, something. Let's think
Yeah.
about other people. That's my whole point in this whole interview. Let's think about other people. Don't think about yourself. So I said, I'm gonna get my car because God got me. But what about these people? What they need? So they need a voice, need somebody to talk about it. So I'm gonna talk about it. So that's what I did. So right
Talk your
now I'm in the
shit.
process of putting that together. I wanted to do it for my birthday, and this is my year, and I'm 39 this year, and my birthday is the 28th of this month of April, and I want to raise 20,000 for them, not
You
me,
gonna do
for
it.
them.
It's as good as raised. You know what I'm saying?
I know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know,
Cake been
and a
baked.
very
Cake been
low
baked.
number, mind you, a very low number, and it's for the youth that's in my development Wagner houses in Harlem. So
Yeah.
everybody that's in Wagner that's actually graduating, that is actually a young parent, that's a young mother, because I wish somebody would have did this for me. Everything I do, I just be like, damn, I wish I had a me in my life when I was younger, but I don't have to worry about that because they got a me in their life. Then now they're younger, so I just tell them all. I tell everybody, pass, pay it forward. Well,
I
I
like
feel like
that.
I owe you something, Rema. Now you don't owe me nothing. There's
Yeah.
gonna come a time where somebody's gonna be around you. You give it to them. Don't worry about it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna eat. But I want to feed
Yeah.
you. I want to get. Nah, don't worry about me. I'm gonna
Yeah.
eat. Believe me
I'm
in you.
good.
Just say
Yeah.
thank you. That's my blessing. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's dope, man.
So that's
Shouts
pretty
out to
much what
you.
makes me great. That's why
Yeah.
I'm Rima the Great.
That's a fact. That's a
You
fact. You know
asked
what I'm
me.
talking about? Yeah, man. Hey, I'm totally in awe. I'm definitely impressed by your thought pattern, the way you not only speak it, you live it. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. Um, when you think back, what was some of the best advice you've ever been given?
My mom, my
Okay.
mom. So my mom, I came home one day. I had to be like 22, 25. And I came home. And she goes, I'm like, Ma, yeah, he did this, he did that. Talking about my step uncle's dad, right? He did this, he did that. And I'm going in. And she goes, you gonna be with him tomorrow? I said, yeah. So, right? I was ignorant. I was an ignorant kid. And she goes, then shut up.
Wow.
I wanted to talk to you.
I just wanted to, kind
The second
of.
best advice came at the same time from another friend. And
Yo.
I was calling him all the time. I spent all my little minutes, we had minutes back then.
Yeah.
And I was telling him like, hey, listen, um, this is going on, this is whatever, whatever. He said, listen, Mary J, because it was like no more drama back then. He was like, listen, Mary J, call me when you don't have nothing negative to talk about.
Mm.
I love talking to him. It took me 2 weeks to find something positive to talk to him about. And those are the things that trained me to think the way I do. That was like the few things that happened. And then one day came, I worked for the NYC Parks Department due to a welfare
Wow.
program. And I walked inside of a room. And in that room, I used to read all the time. I read all the Jane books, all that stuff. I read a lot when I was growing up. But there was a book called Being Happy. And the book actually gave me a lot of great advice too. And it opened me into a world I didn't even realize existed. And that's what really started my like transformation mentally. And then a whole bunch of other stuff happened. So I just kind of went with the flow of it.
Yeah.
Decided to
Yeah.
think different, be different, and live the experience of life. And before I even step away from this, the experience of life can be lived how you choose. I call it a video game. You could sit there and you could watch the game play itself and wish that you was there on those levels, or you could pick up the controller and start playing the game. I decided to live this
Mm.
life like a sim. None of this exists. All of this is how I control it. So as long as I control it, I can go this way, go that way. I
That's
can
a
restart,
fact.
reset everything.
Yeah.
I also tell
Yeah.
people, I'd be like, you already lived that movie. You ever seen a movie like 4 times? And
Mm-hmm.
like you seen it again, and it's like I don't like this movie. I hate watching this movie. Why I keep watching this movie? That's your life. Your life is
Mm.
always replaying the same movie. I decided to make a new movie. I want to see new movies every time. I'm tired of seeing the same old movies, especially when it's not my favorite ones. So
Mm.
those are
Talk your
gems I dropped for
shit.
y'all too. I had to get that in
Yeah.
real quick.
Oh man. Hey, and keep them coming. You know what I'm talking about? Um, if you could change something about the game,
Address the
I,
culture, baby.
I swear we're gonna address the culture, and you are definitely doing that. You know what I mean? Um, if you could change something about the game, what would you change?
If I could change something about the game, we're talking about the music industry, correct?
Just across the board, just the
Entertainment
entertainment,
wise.
just entertainment wise, life wise, just because me talking to you, you tapping in across the board. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about the game, it could just be the game of life. You know what I'm saying? Whatever aspect you want to tap into. But if you could change one thing about it, what would you change?
I would change perspective.
Mm,
I would change the fact that people think that entertainment is real. It's
mm,
entertaining. Be entertained. Teach your children entertainment. Teach from an entertainment standpoint. Say
yeah,
this is just for you to laugh. This is just for you to bop your head. This is just for you to, even if
yeah,
you sing along with it, this is just entertainment. It's not real life.
yeah,
Half the
yeah,
time, people don't live the life that they see on these videos or in these movies and stuff like that. It's
yeah,
just entertainment. Change the perspective. I would change
yeah.
nothing else but perspective.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's dope. Perspective is key. Perspective change everything about it. You know what I'm saying? Once you got the right perspective, that's dope. Um,
Yeah.
if you could go back and give younger you some advice, what would you tell yourself?
The first thing that came to mind was Keep going.
Mm.
Sit. Don't stop.
Mm. Mm.
Because
Real
discouraging is
simple.
happening, but don't
Yeah.
stop. Keep going.
Yeah.
There's nothing else
Yeah.
I would have told me because I
Yeah.
absolutely would have did it all over again the same way.
Wouldn't change
I
nothing, huh?
understand why I did it. I wouldn't change. I understand why it happened. I understand
Yeah.
why everything happened. So I would not change nothing. And the advice I would say is keep going because it's gonna get better. Watch. It's gonna be like magic. And that's all I would tell myself.
That's dope. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, what would you like to say to all the people that's been in your corner? All of your supporters, your A1s, your day ones, as they call them. What message would you like to say to them?
I'm about to cry. I'm a mush bag. So thank you.
Yeah.
Um, thank you for seeing me when I didn't see myself.
Mm,
Thank you for loving me when I didn't love myself. Thank you for encouraging me when I didn't have the encouragement. Thank you for being there in times when I needed you the most and I didn't
mm,
even know I needed you. So, to fans, friends, and foe, I thank you for the life that you put into my life. I thank you for the prayers. Because of your prayers, I get to float every day. People don't understand that prayer is powerful. Um,
yeah.
I have people that's praying for me that I probably never even met in life, probably would
Yeah.
never meet in life. So I thank you. Um, I'm thankful for you all because without you, I wouldn't have the inspiration to keep going. Without the reminders of, hey, this helped, thank you. Without all the thank yous you give me, right? Is confirmation that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So um, I want to tell them thank you because of that. I'm not a humble person, and I don't like to use that word. And I'm gonna teach you something else. I'm very prideful. I feel a lot of pride because of where I came from, what I've done, and I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of me because you are also proud of me. And as
Yeah.
I move and I notice how much more proud I get more proud of you all because you all are moving. You see my story as a way that you can see yourself do great. So I believe in your greatness, and I love that you believe in mine. And I am Rema the Great.
Oh wow, that's dope. Man, you kind of took me there a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That was so heartfelt and so sincere, and I really truly believe that. So with that being said, we're gonna do this for the culture. We're gonna do this for them. Something that I call rapid fire. I'm gonna ask you a few questions to give your fans, your supporters, a little bit more insight on who Rema the Great is as a person. You down?
So listen, there's a small delay. So I got you, but pause, and I'll do the rest. I could go with you, but when you start hearing me talk, that's because that's when I heard it.
Okay,
So shoot it at me, and I'm right behind you.
I
Let's
got
go.
you. I got you. Let's go. The first thing I do or think when I wake up in the morning is
I'm thankful.
okay, okay. Hot or cold?
Hot.
Favorite restaurant?
Right, Ken.
Chicken, steak, or fish?
Steak. It was almost fish, but steak.
Okay, okay. Favorite pair of shoes of all times?
Just so-sos. Something new I've discovered.
Okay, okay. If you were stuck on a desert island and could only take 3 albums with you, which albums you taking?
Life after death. Michael Jackson, Jackson 5 something or whatever. But it would be probably like the not the thriller, the other one. The other one. The bad album.
Okay.
And last would be uh Maroon 5 Songs of Jane. Songs about Jane.
Spicy. Okay. All right. I like that. I like that. Favorite drink.
Blue Hawaii, Virgin.
Okay. 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 Favorite sports team.
I'm not a
None.
sports person.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
No.
Weekends or weekdays.
Weekdays.
Weekdays. Okay. Okay. How many times a day do you think about sex?
Too much. On some
Talk your
Adidas shit.
shit. Talk your shit. You gotta relax. You gotta relax.
I'm not superhuman, baby. I am human, baby.
I'm with you. Okay, now that's so amazing. That leads me into my next question. If you had one superpower, what would it be?
To heal. But I have that power.
Mmm.
So let me think of something else.
Talk your
Um
shit.
transform, I guess, to transform into different things, I guess. I don't know.
Mm.
Different people. Like shapeshift.
Okay, I like that. I like that. You might be the first person who ever said that. So what we gonna do? We gonna put your name in the Raptors, address the coach of Raptors. You the first person that said that answer. So shouts out to Rema the Great. You know what I mean? I like that. I'm gonna start the sentence and I want you to finish it for me. Okay?
Yep.
My name is Rema the Great, and I am a.
I was gonna say boss.
When it work, it work. Talk your shit.
It just it just came in. I'm like, oh, that word? Okay, let's say it. Boss.
Yeah. I like that. Now, what's next for Rima the Great? Tell me what's next. You know what I'm saying? I know you got so much going on, but what's next? What you got working coming up in the future? Talk your shit.
So I will be embarking on doing a lot more panel guest appearances across
Mm-hmm.
the nation. I am looking to talk as much as I can. So anybody watching looking to book me for talking and engagements, let's talk. I want to travel, so I'll be traveling to do this. Over the next 2 years, I will be working on my weight loss and my education. So I may be like a lot of downtime, more or less, but nonetheless, I'll be writing, completing, and then producing and publishing the books that I'm writing. I will still be a powerhouse influencer. And over the course of the next 2 years, I also am looking into becoming into like city council and stuff like that. I've been being vetted for city council, honestly, in New York, which is like really dope. And
Super dope.
there's nothing I can't do. So I guess in the meantime, in between time, just keep following me. And as I move, and I tell everybody, don't follow too close, because if you're trying to do what I do, you're gonna mess up.
Yeah.
Because I don't move in a linear. I move however I choose. Today, like I said, today I one thing, next day I'm next thing. I want to take pictures. Another day I want to be bald headed. Another day I want to have a long gray hair. Another day I don't know. It's just it works for me. So do what works for you. But if you need some
Yeah.
inspiration, follow me. I got you. So
Yeah.
yeah, so
That's
that's all I
dope.
got for you. I'm gonna be dope regardless. I'm gonna be great at all costs, and I will succeed because progression is happening, evolution is a thing, and the revolution is here. So it's time for us to start taking care of ourselves and each other. And as long as I think
Yeah,
about taking care of other people, I'm gonna always have more than enough to take care of other people. So imagine
that's
that. I want
dope.
to take care of the world, so I should have a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Talk your shit. I'm gonna put that out in the atmosphere because I know you're gonna make it happen. I'm just gonna call you Councilwoman Rema because it's gonna happen. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna put that out in the atmosphere. I'm claiming that shit today. You know what I'm talking about? And when it happens, we gonna come back and you gonna talk to me about being a councilwoman. We claiming that shit. You feel me? Um, I want to thank you for coming through, Rima. Your story is
I
amazing. You
never heard
have
it out loud. It just
ah,
sounds amazing.
as it should, and it's
It's
going
the
to
next.
happen.
It's the next name.
Yeah. It is definitely the next
It's the
name.
next name.
Yes, yes. Yes. Again, I want
Thank
to
you.
thank you for coming. No problem. Let me thank you first. Let me continue to give you your flowers because you are amazing. I want to thank you for coming through, man. Your energy, your story, your essence resonated through this screen. Like I feel you from over there. You know what I mean? It was amazing. Consider this your home away from home. Anytime you want to come through, we definitely gonna put some stuff together because I got to have you a part of the culture. We gonna put something together. I'm claiming that shit too. You feel me? But again, I want to thank you for coming through. You are amazing. Please don't let nobody take your sunshine because it will be a tragedy if you allow anybody to dim your light. You know what I mean? Thank you for coming through.
They can't. They just can't. It's not even if they try. Like I don't
Yeah,
even know if they do try. They just can't
yeah,
because I know how to reset.
yeah,
I know how to
yeah,
reset. I know how to press pause, reset, restart, recharge. You can't take it. It's something
yeah,
I own. It's under my
yeah,
control. So, and I
yeah.
thank you, Big Wolf, for having me on Address the Culture. I think everybody that watches Address the Culture, shout out to y'all. Everybody that watched this live and sat through this hour with me. And Big Wolf, thank you. And yeah, I guess I can say where you can follow me at this point, right?
Absolutely.
You can follow me on Instagram. My Twitter sucks right now, but it's cool. You can follow me there too. I am Rima the Great on Instagram and and Twitter, and on Facebook it's Radio Rima Harvell. Just follow my Instagram. That's where I'm really at the majority of the time to stay aware of what's going on. I've written a book. My book is called What's Up God? What Do You Want? It's on Amazon. You can check it out. Big Wall, I sent you a copy.
Yeah.
Um, it's like 33 pages long. It's really not long, but it's a hypothetical book about what if things were set up in your life a certain way. So it's what's up, God? What do you want? Your life is perfectly messed up on purpose. Um, and yeah, it's bugged out. Go read it. You're gonna love it. Take
Yeah.
about an
Yeah. I
hour to
am.
read.
I
Uh,
am.
my YouTube channel is Rated Entertainment, which is also turning into my television channel. Coming soon will be my radio station. So I have a lot that I'm doing on the sidelines to keep my passion of everything in media going. And with that being said, I think the second season of the Indie Rollout exclusive should be starting in the summer. So stay tuned.
Oh man, you got a whole lot of bullets in the chambers over there. You know what I'm talking about? You cocked and loaded over there. You know what I'm talking
You
about?
asked, I had to, and then there's still more. There's more. There's like the Bad Honesty clothing line, the Happy Wear
Yeah,
clothing line, my corset
yeah,
crazy line, because I sell
yeah,
corsets too. It's just a bunch of stuff. So, but we just gonna put that out there. I am
yeah,
great. I have a lot of
yeah.
going on. I am the Renaissance woman of 2021 and
That's a
beyond. So
fact.
yes.
That's a fact. Thank you again. I want to thank you for coming through to address the culture, and we definitely gonna link up again. It has been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you for your time. This is your boy Big Wall, and this is Address the Culture. And like I always say, your culture makes you who you are, so make sure they respect it. We gonna catch you on the next episode. We out of here.
Deuces.
It's 64 boy.
Scratch.
Dressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm